So hi everyone, I'm back again today talking about what is ATS friendly resume, or rather the power of ATS friendly resume. In my last video, I hope you've watched it, I told you how to make a conventional resume, and today I am going to take a step forward towards your recruitment process and tell you how you can make your resume a powerful tool to get inside the industry which wants relevant candidates. ATS is also known as AMS. And what is the full form of ATS? Applicant Tracking System. And what is AMS? AMS is Applicant Management System. So don't get confused, they are both same terms. And what do they actually mean? Applicant Tracking System, or AMS, is a software which is used by Fortune 500 companies to shortlist the right candidate for the position which they have advertised for. And 10-20 years back, this was done by HR people, which used to take too much of time. Nowadays, time is money. And since the era of AI has stepped in, HR also is using a very easy and convenient way, which is also efficient, to shortlist the candidates. And that is how ATS came into being. So step one, what will I keep in mind? Step one is I will have to make a reverse chronological resume in which what I have done latest will come on the top to the past. Because company people are actually interested in what you have done latest. Like the conventional resume, I will keep my resume in reverse chronology. Step 1, reverse chronology. Step 2, I will keep in mind that whatever headings I am giving to the different sections in my resumes, those should be very conventional, very old school types, because AI does not understand creativity, AI does not understand your innovation, so don't try to experiment with the labels or headings of each section which you mention on your resume. I'll take an example over here. So for example, I want to mention my education section. So I mention it with education heading. Yes, ATS is going to select it. But if in case I mention education as something else, probably what I have studied, studies, or any other innovative idea which is coming to your mind, please do not use it. Let's make it very conventional. Another example, I want to mention my skills. And instead of skills, I write down what I am good at, my special abilities. So ATS is going to read only skills because it is not trained to read any other kind of heading. So don't do a lot of experiments with the headings. Label each section with conventional headings. Second point, label each section with conventional headings. Third point, which is very, very, very important, is that I should know what job I am applying for. For that, I need to go through the job description very well. I need to understand what is the company expecting from me. And like I tell you every time, my the same resume cannot go in every company. I will have to change my resume according to the company's need, their requirements. Similar is the case over here. I will have to make use of keywords. And what are keywords? I will go through the job description very well and try to understand what are the skill requirement of the company. And accordingly, I will try to use the same skills in my resume. Another thing to keep in mind over here is that I cannot fake. I cannot fake because even if I get through the ATS, I will have to face the interview where I will have to justify my skills. So if in case the job description requires something, I do not have that skill, don't try to fake it on the resume just because you want to get to the interview. Because your rejection is for sure if in case you do not have that skill, you will have to justify that in the interview. So please write down only what you're good at, match the job description or the job profile with your skills, pick up the keywords, put those keywords in your resume, and that is how you will make sure that your resume gets selected for the further recruitment process. So keywords play a very important role in the ATS friendly resume. Next point which we will keep in mind is that we'll have to keep a very simple format. Like I told you, in conventional resume, you can experiment, you can use infographic resume, so you can put in charts, you can use colors, you can probably put tables, and different information can be sent through in a different manner and creative manner. But over here, ATS will not understand graphs, charts, and will not be able to read in between the lines of those tables. So make sure your format should be as simple as possible. Next, do not write anything in the header and footer of the resume. That means the header and footer should not have any important information, because it is not going to read it. Many ATS reads from left to right and top to bottom. That means I should make sure that my main content or the words which I want the ATS to read should be towards the left hand side, and the most relevant skills or your most relevant experience should be on the top. Left to right, top to bottom. Many ATS does that. And the font size or the font style which you are going to use will again be very traditional or conventional, and that is Times New Roman or Calibri. Don't experiment with that. Another point, whenever we are using bullets, please use round bullets, none other. It will not be readable by ATS. So I hope I'm clear on that we have to use simple format, and we will not use tables, graphs, charts. Another thing, do not use tables, and put the points in bullets, round bullets, and simple font style, that is Times New Roman and Calibri. Going on further, I would just give you a very important tip, and that is, before submitting your resume, make sure that you check your resume through Grammarly.com. You can easily download it on your laptop, your system. Please check it through Grammarly, because it gives a very wrong image to the employer if we make silly spelling mistakes, punctuation errors. That gives a wrong image to the employer completely. Lastly, there is a huge confusion between students whether to make a PDF document or a Word document. So I have to make sure that I go through the requirement of the company very well wherever it is advertised, and I go through everything, each and every line, and try to find out what do they require, because there will be certain companies who will be asking you to upload your resume in a Word document, and there will be another set of companies who are going to ask you to upload your resume in a PDF document. So go through that. And if in case there is nothing mentioned, the safe and the best manner is, please upload a PDF document. So concluding it all, I think ATS is a powerful method, and by making ATS friendly resumes, you can make sure that the first step towards your getting hired into your dream company will be eased. So all the best, and thank you so much.